system, they can't be deleted. They can't be removed, but you can make them inactive by removing the teacher from the student. So if a student leaves, let's say transfers to another building, or maybe it was loaded by mistake, all you need to do is just remove the teacher. That will make the student inactive. So that's what you want to do, because you can't delete them. Next question up was, data managers would like to have a refresher on how to enter students into the KReady system. So for that, there are two ways to enter students into the system, which would be the bulk loader and doing it manually through the organization tab. As you can see, I am going to go live and show you the bulk loader method, and I will show you the manual method later. All right, so on the administration tab, you want to go to the bulk loader. You want to upload your students. Now, I did do a student file here in preparation. So when you pull down the student file, this section here is the recommended or the required that you need for a student to upload. First column here is the district ID. Now, the district I have on here is already 3 or 6 digits. Now, most districts have a leading 0. So let's say you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see this first 0 it disappears. You want to format each of your school ID and your district ID to have that leading 0. So it's the same thing on that leading 0. You want to highlight the column, right click it, format cells, go down to custom and hit that very first 0 underneath general, and then type in an additional 5 zeros. Hit OK, and now you can see that leading 0 is there. You're going to do that with column A and column C. The formatting is extremely important because your file will not upload unless the format is correct. The last column you want to format is the date of birth. Now this has to go a certain way as well. You want to make sure you do so month, /DD /YYYY. So as you can see, it does that leading 0, 0408. That is how you want to format. All right, so now that this is all formatted, you want to go ahead and make sure you save it. I always tend to keep it open because once you close the file, it loses its formatting. So I tend to keep it open before or while I'm uploading. Come back to upload file, students, and I select my file. You want to save it somewhere where you are going to find it. Easy reach, maybe your desktop, however you want to. Make sure it's easy reach. And select upload. See, this is in processing status. You just refresh your screen. Oh, as you can see, there are errors. So you want to download this validation errors. There it is. Okay, so the invalid school ID. So you want to go back and update the actual school ID to make sure it's correct. So for that particular one, I'm going to go ahead and check what the actual location ID number is. So I'm going to view the locations here, and I did it in the wrong one. So as you can see, I got to go back to that file. There we go. So the validation errors is a good thing to have because you can see exactly what the issue was and why that file didn't upload. So I resaved it. I'm going to upload it again. And it comes back complete. This is how you want to upload students. Now you also want to make sure that every student that you upload needs to have an enrollment file as well. The enrollment file is what ties the student to the teacher. So when you go to your templates, you want to select your enrollment file, and you can do all fields or the required template. Now for this one here, I actually have already done an enrollment template for this student. As you can see, it is not formatted. Nothing is formatted yet. So you want to go through, make sure you have your leading zeros. Same with column D. And then column G, make sure you format for the date of birth. MM/DD/YYYY. All right, so now that is formatted. We're going to go ahead and upload that file. And there was errors on that. So you want to make sure you go through those errors. Now, I want to make sure you guys understand, you know, right here, these errors, you want to double check these at each time. But you can see this one here is actually due because this user is not eligible. When that comes up, that means you might need to go ahead and redo your teacher file. Once you redo that and that comes back complete, you'll be able to add the student to the teacher. Next question up was, can data managers update students without using the bulk loader? And yes, they can. That will be done manually. And we can go through that process here as well, so you guys can see how to do that. You want to go to your organizations tab. Select View Districts. Go underneath that district that you're looking for. So for here, I'm going to do the Ohio ELA test district. I'm going to view locations. Once I pick that location, I'm going to select View Students. And here is where you're going to add the student manually. So the state student ID, you want to type whichever that is. Of course, this is a made-up one here. And select the gender, you select the race. You type in that birthday the same way that you did on the bulk loader. So 04/01/2014. Here you're able to select, is it yes or no for any of these categories? English language learner, special ed, which is IEP, or the low socioeconomic status. I'm going to let those go and I'm going to hit save and open. You can see up here it's counting down, making sure that you know it's getting created, and within 3 seconds here, he's good. But you're not done yet. Even though you added the student, you're still going to make sure that you put the teacher to them and the data collection to them. So first, we're going to go ahead and do, there's no data collection. You're going to assign. And you can see the kindergarten readiness, of course, is passed. So you want to assign the ELA. Select Finish. See, it's doing another countdown. Go to your enrollments tab, and here you want to assign a teacher. And I'm going to put it to myself, actually. Assign and finish. So now this student will show up in the teacher's roster. So that is how you want to manually add the student.